Okay, I'm under my Astro van. As you can see, I can get a full-size spare under here. We're going to do a little brainstorming in this video. I'm just pointing this out because I keep this grill under here. I also mount the tire with the negative hollow space down in case I ever wanted to put something up here, like some firewood or something like that. But I noticed this tire is kind of flat. I could see the plug I put in right there. I put that plug in when I was in Jersey, and it held air all the way across the country. No problems. And I had the tires rotated a couple weeks ago, and it's my first time I've had a chance to put this under here because it's been so wet. It's been raining for 2 weeks. And I noticed this tire's flat. So, I don't know. Check your spare. I'm going to have to take that down and get that repaired at some point. Today, what I'm doing... old man getting up and down off the ground. Today, what I'm going to do is I got to remove the roof box from the van. Because I'm going to be doing a project next week where I'm doing a driveway gate and some porch railing. And the driveway gate is going to have a metal frame similar to the one that's on this driveway here. And I'm going to mount that. I'm going to put it up on the rack, this deck that I made, so I can transport down here. The guy's making it for me up in Simi Valley. And put this up here because I'm going to be putting all the stuff that's in the box in here. You know, a lot of you guys ask me questions about about this deck. And it's just I mean, you've seen this enough before. I'll show it from the other side so you don't have the sun in your eyes here, but I mounted these wood cross members to the factory rack system, extended them over a little bit, drilled the holes for these pipes, which I really like because I can attach anything to them, and just put this piece of plywood up here. Before I left on a trip, this last trip, I put this box up here. And this was temporary. It's been here over 2 years now. I didn't expect it to be up here this long. So I'm rethinking this, doing a lot of rethinking. I'm gonna redo this in a different way, and these are gonna come out further, so that I will have more width up here. But even that's going to be temporary. I'm not going to go crazy on this because I'm very serious about a high top. If I could stand up in this thing, it'd be cool. There's a company in LA called Fiberline. Well, it's not in LA, it's out here in Southern California. The thing is, I don't like the way their stuff looks. It's just rough sketches, right? So the Fiberline stuff, it comes up off the top of the van on this angle. It's very flat on the sides. It's very flat on the back. Matter of fact, I think it comes more up vertical like this. Comes out. Now they have two different versions. They have one that shoots straight back on an angle that kind of matches the windscreen angle. And there's a little shape to the top to it. There's a weird line to it on the sides that I'm not crazy about. They got another one that does jut out this way first and comes back. Very sharp angles. I like the idea of this because you have more storage space on the inside. If it was me, if I was going to design my own, I'd want it to protrude out on the sides. This is very similar to what you see with the Airstream van conversion. And when you see the Airstream van conversion, you know, if you were looking at your van here, I'm doing this really quick here. These are very rough sketches. I mean, here I am real time. You can see how fast I'm trying to do this. So it goes, your van kind of looks something like this. I'm trying to hold the camera and do this at the same time. The Airstream van conversion, it really comes out far and it wraps around, and then it comes up, and then it, you know, does something like, you know, more like this. And to me, that looks better, the rounded angles and the rounded sides. I don't like these narrow tops. However, I was looking at some pictures last night, and what people will do is they will do, this is crazy, I'm doing it this way, but what they'll do is they'll do a system, put some cleats down here, and then they'll do tubing. So they'll basically put a rack up here, you know, like a basket or something, and they'll have tubing wrapping around the outside of the high top. That would look cool. That would give me a place to mount my surfboards on the side. I was also thinking, what if I did this and then had some tubing come out this way, like a slight, roundness to it. That's probably too drastic. And then across the front, I could rivet like a piece of aluminum here, like a 16th aluminum that would be like a wind deflector. Then I could store stuff behind there too. Then it hit me, if I had a rack up here, and I could have another piece of aluminum behind it in a channel that you grab and you extend up, a little handle up here, to block wind from anything you put up in the roof basket. Now all of a sudden we're in a spot where this is something that's way more doable. I don't know if you can understand this or not. I'm just kind of free-form thinking here. Because, to go to a place and have something custom designed and made would be astronomical. But if I buy the Fiberline, which I don't like the aesthetics of, I can make it look cooler, by having the tubing come up and over it. Have a basket up here. And then again, like this could be all blocked off with a wind diverter on the front. And like I'm saying, then I'd be able to mount stuff up on top of here. I'd be able to put surfboards on the side. I got a really crazy idea where if this aluminum was here and you had the surfboards on the side, I could have two little wings that would attach on either side of this. I'm overdrawing them. Obviously, this is not the scale. That could maybe clip on here and be mounted here, just a little wing thing. You'll see these on trucks. And that would divert the wind away from anything I have mounted on the side. So I'm creating an air dam up here, wind jammer, to help with the gas mileage. Here's your seats here. So anyhow, what do you guys think? I think that could be done. I think the guy I know now that welds can make this cage for me, no problem. And because the Fiberline fiberglass top is already available, I can just get that and then make this happen. I could stand up in this van. It really changes everything, particularly for, the storage options. Part of my thing with this deck is, it's not gonna help. Sorry about the hotness from the sun here. But the issue here with this deck is if it was higher, I could put a better toolkit in here, which is important when I'm cruising around, driving around the country. But then that raises this level of this bed so high, I don't have a lot of space here. If I had a high top on it, I can actually have a sofa bed here that folds out, like you'll see a lot of people do. And that would make things more efficient. I have a larger trunk to store a better toolkit and other things. And then I can do a little cabinet system over here. And then up at the top where you're standing, I could have a shelf back there with storage over here, storage back where I'm above my head here. I could have storage compartment up here. Don't need the roof box anymore. All of a sudden everything makes sense. I mean, you can really live in that thing pretty comfortably that way. So that's the plan, Stan. Anyhow, just kind of free-form thinking. I'm going to get to this next. I get this roof box off so I can get some work done. And tell me what you think. I think it's a cool idea. So let's make this one happen. Gotta make this one happen. I got a plan. I'll see you later. Hey, Happy New Year. Happy 2022. Let's hope it's, it's got to be better than last year, right? We probably shouldn't talk about it too much. We're just going to jinx it. Bye. Be good to one another. Bye.